Hello traders, it's time for our comic book movers and shakers of the week. These are the top 5 selling comic books by volume across all online platforms over the past 7 days. I sourced this list from coverprice.com, where they keep a larger list of about 20 books. Remember, the list reflects online sales only, so many of these books can be found at your LCS for a great deal, so enjoy the hunt. And stay tuned towards the end of the video where I'm going to show you a shaker that has everything blown out of the water. Now, in at number 5 this week is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3 from June 8th of this year. It's a cover swipe of a classic ASM cover drawn by John Romita Jr., and this tombstone-centered book has driven 38 sales in the past week, promising a leap up to the big Legacy 900 book that's only 3 issues away. And in at number 4 this week is the only repeat offender from last week. We've got Fortnite Marvel Zero War. This is issue number 1, and we've seen 52 sales over all online platforms. Now, when we added the many variants, this would place the book as a solid front runner in this category, but this A cover is a solo, and it's in at number 4. We're seeing average sales about the $15 mark, but this book can still be found in the LCSs for a reasonable price, so it's worth the ask. If you're not playing the game and want to just collect the book for the PC, I would recommend waiting for the code to expire, which is going to drastically reduce the value of this book. And for our number 3 book this week, we've got the only non-Marvel book from the list. It's an Image key from a classic run. We've got Spawn, issue number 38. This is the key first appearance of Cygor, a cyborg ape. With the news this week of a Netflix series based on Todd McFarlane's Raw 10 toy line, we're seeing a total of 58 sales and an average raw sale of $16.66, and a high raw sale of $23.99 that happened just yesterday on the 16th. Now, with graded books at a 9.8, hitting an average of $222, the only 9.8 sale in the past week hit a high of $249.99. Now, given the popularity of Spawn and Netflix viewerships, I expect the book to drive much higher and is settling on the list for a few weeks to come. I'm also looking through my Spawn short box now for books and gathering the Spawn toy line comics for other key appearances that may be used within this show. And coming back to the list at number 2 is The Incredible Hulk number 449 from January of 1997. This book is the key first appearance of the Thunderbolts, a team we've seen somewhat teased in the MCU and has a lot of speculation swimming around it. We are seeing 62 online sales for the book, which has driven its $123 average raw sale and a graded 9.8 sales that are averaging right about $759. And now topping the list this week at number 1 is a book that's driven by Spider-Verse Spec, as we saw a villain for the first time this week, The Spot. We have Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 98 from January of 1985, which is the first appearance of Dr. Jonathan Owen, who is the villain, The Spot. With 64 sales across all online platforms, we're seeing the book trending upward with an average raw sale of $51.78 and a high raw sale of $86 on the 15th of June. We're also seeing graded 9.8 averages of $481, and issues 99 and 100 are seeing similar interest as the collectors are snatching up the full run of this character's first outing. With the movie still months away, I do expect to see this book drive much higher. It's an extremely popular franchise, and this character is going to be an integral part of that going forward. Now, as promised, for this week's Shaker, this is a monster of a book, and yet another DC Golden Age key that's hitting the $1 million club. We have All-Star Comics issue number 8 from October of 1941. This is, of course, the key first appearance of Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a key member of the DC Trinity. When very few copies come to market, much like last week's book, collectors stand up and take notice, especially when this big of a book hits the auction block. We have a total of 77 books registered sold online in the past 10 years. 77, that's it. Collectors that have them just don't part with these type of books. So on June 16th, just a couple days ago, we saw a copy of this book come to market of a CGC 9.4, which is nearly perfect condition, and it sold for a whopping $1.62 million, placing the Warrior Amazon on par with Superman, Batman, and Captain America from the same era. And it's an outstanding sell. So those are the books that are moving and shaking this week. Let us know in the comments what you think. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, traders.